Wacky Races was released on the NES in May of 1992 in the US, and was released about 5 months prior in Japan. The game was developed by Atlus and was released a few months after their NES release, Rockin' Cats. Despite the game having the word race in it, this game isn't a racing game at all. It's a side-scrolling platformer. The plot for Wacky Races is based around the TV show Wacky Races by Hanna-Barbera. The show is basically a slapstick show about racing. It had a similar visual style and feel to the Flintstones or the Jetsons. However, the show's episodes mostly centered around a villain of the show named Dick Dastardly attempting to sabotage various races. In the game, you play as Muttley, Dick Dastardly's dog sidekick. This game has a great feel to it. The controls are incredibly responsive. The game is fairly challenging, however, it's totally beatable. Some of the levels require memorization to figure out what's going to come at you, but with a few playthroughs, it's easy to have the levels down. The game can be beaten in under 2 hours. One of the more unique features to this game is the way you build your power-ups. Every time you get a bone, it'll advance the bottom bar by 1. By hitting select, you're able to cash in the bonuses for whichever power-up you've made it to. The first 2 power-ups will affect your attack, making you throw bombs at a slight arc or bark in a straight line. Your basic attack is just a bite, which is super close range and dangerous to use in most situations. The third level will give you the ability to float with your tail, similar to the raccoon suit in Super Mario Bros. 3, and the fourth and final level will fill your health bar and raise your maximum health capacity. The game also allows you to select which set of levels that you'd like to play for the start of the game. The 3 selections are Hip Hop, Splish Splash, and Go Go America. The way all the levels look in this game are extremely diverse and seem like nothing was really used from one level to another. The boss fights in this game are extremely memorization heavy, and without playing through them a few times, it's really hard to get the patterns down. These fights can be especially hard if you don't have your health maxed or if you don't have a weapon. Graphically, this game looks fantastic. All the environments and the sprites look incredible for the NES. I really like the way everything looks in this game. The sprites have a great cartoony detail to them and look perfect on the system. Most late-run NES titles were known for their massive graphical improvements over the titles released in the mid to late 80s, and this game could easily be in that club. The great graphics do come at a slight cost though, and that's occasional slowdown that the game experiences when there's too many things on the screen at the same time. It doesn't happen often, and when it does, it doesn't really feel game-breaking. The audio in this game is pretty good. The soundtrack is decent and has well-composed and enjoyable tracks. On occasion, the tracks do feel a little bit repetitive if you die too many times on a level, but if you're doing pretty good, it doesn't feel that way at all. The soundtrack doesn't really stand out as memorable, but the music is by no means bad. Wacky Races, according to PriceCharting.com, is currently worth a little under $80, making this one of the more expensive games on the NES, unsurprisingly because it was released in 1992. While this game is quite good, its short playtime doesn't merit the price. If you can find it for just under $40, I think that would totally be worth it. Overall, Wacky Race is a really fun and beatable NES game. The game's graphics really push the NES to its max and look wonderful throughout the entire time. Unfortunately, the game is extremely expensive now and has a high price of entry unless you emulate. Wacky Races is totally worth checking out if you're able to, and it's highly recommended.